championship bout is being sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, President Jose Sulaiman. Supervisor in charge at ringside, Edward Thongaranja. Your timekeeper at the bell, J.C. de Guzman. KO timekeeper counting the knockdowns, Tony Comia. And your physician, Dr. Nazar Cruz. Your judges at ringside are as follows. Chuck Hassett from the United States, Henry Elesperu from the United States, and Tommy Kazmarek, also from the United States. Your third man in the ring, the referee, Guadalupe Garcia from Mexico. The rules of the WBC are as follows. The fight is scored on a 10-point must system. There is no 3 knockdown rule in effect, no standing 8 count. A fighter can be saved by the bell in the last round only, and the fighters are wearing 8-ounce gloves. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mactan Air Base in Lapu-Lapu City, Mactan, Cebu, where thousands have gathered tonight, and for the millions watching around the Philippines, it's time for your main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship of the world. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go, introducing the principals. First of all, fighting out of the red corner to my right. Tonight he is wearing the white trunks with the red trim. This 25-year-old weighed in at 115 pounds, and he brings into this fight a very nice record of 17 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. 13 of those victories by way of knockout. He has twice fought for the World Championship, both times losing by very close decisions, and he is currently ranked number 10 super flyweight in the world by the WBC. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger from Seoul, South Korea. Let's give a warm Philippine welcome for Seung Koo Lee. And his opponent standing across the ring in the blue corner to my left. Tonight wearing the gold trunks with the black trim and adorned with the Philippine flag. This 25-year-old also weighed in at 115 pounds. After 8 years as a professional, he has compiled a stellar 37-1 record with 22 knockouts. He was born in San Carlos City, Negros Oriental. He currently resides right here in Cebu. Tonight, he is making the first defense of the title he won back in February in Tokyo. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the WBC Super Flyweight Champion of the World, Gerry Penalosa. Once again, it is 12 rounds for the WBC Super Flyweight Champion of the World. Your third man in the ring, Guadalupe Garcia.
Guadalupe Garcia, third man in the ring. The same referee who officiated the Espinosa Hironaka fight a few months back, giving the final instructions before the start of this championship fight. We're about to start the 12-round encounter for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship. Gerry Penalosa of Cebu, defending his title for the first time against Seung Koo Lee of South Korea. Let's have some details on the 2 fighters from Recaprida.
Well, as I said, Gerry is making what should be the confirmation of his championship money, and from what I know, he's an 8-5 favorite here at ringside, but to be a bigger odds based on the showing of the fighters. Seung Koo has been defeated 4 times, but he has never been stopped.
Seung Koo in white, Gerry Penalosa of Cebu of the Philippines in yellow. Seung Koo is taller than Gerry Penalosa. And he is ambidextrous. There goes Gerry Penalosa connecting with the right. to the head of the challenger. This is round 1, scheduled for 12 WBC Super Flyweight title. On the line, a good left there by Gerry Penalosa.
But you look at that right being cut by Seung Koo. That's his biggest weapon. Right cross. Tama. Oh, parang pinamitan na kaipit yan, pero ewan ko kung may sindi na, Chairman. Ano tingin mo?
Good right again.
Sinusok ako siya.
Pero maganda job ni Gerry.
Yeah.
Gerry has never been known to be a hot starter.
Yes, it's,
Chairman.
the fight is starting rather slow, no?
Ganyan na yung style ni Gerry. He's very cool and calculating.
Gerry Penalosa trying to get the range of Seung Koo.
Look at that right. That's dangerous. Being slowly unleashed, being slowly exploded by the Korean.
The Korean there connected with the right to the head of Gerry Penalosa. We have about 100,000 people, and as I was saying, that Gerry Penalosa connected with the left-right combination to the head of the Korean challenger Seung Koo.
Mabagal din yung style ng Korea, flat-footed, but
Very
Most
deliberate.
flat-footed fighters are very strong.
yes, magandang knockout record ni Lee ng Korea. He has won 17 times, 14 by knockout. 10 of those knockouts came inside 4 rounds. Hirap na record yan, kaya sabi ko sa'yo, bomba hawak niya, kailangan mag-detonate.
You must remember, Reka, that the guy from whom Gerry Penalosa... A good left there by Gerry Penalosa sends the Korean to the canvas in the first round. A thunderous left by Gerry Penalosa sends the Korean for the first time. The first knockdown of this fight.
Flash to the face.
Yes, an unexpected left by Gerry Penalosa.
Masyadong malamig din.
And the crowd goes wild. Now, Gerry Penalosa comes in, another left to the face. The end of round 1. A very good round.
A very merciful bell out there.
Yes, by Gerry Penalosa. It was such a treacherous punch thrown by Gerry Penalosa. The Korean was confident that Gerry Penalosa was just trying to, test the waters.
Ang ginagawa, parang dinisip niya na pinapasok.
Pero titignan mo yung Koreano, parang di pa interesado sa laban eh. Very deliberate. He looks disinterested in the fight.
We will see the knockdown in slow-mo. Look at that. Gerry Penalosa throwing the jab, and then suddenly the left. Boom! And he goes down.
Maganda talaga yung science ni Gerry, napaka-sharp. He landed flat on the seat of his pants, but
Well, it happened at the latter part of the round with about 10 seconds to go, so there wasn't too much time to follow it up, no?
All right, start of round 2. Battle for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship. Gerry Penalosa of Cebu, Philippines, defending his title for the first time and scoring a knockdown in the first round.
hirap ang estilo ng Koreano. Papapasok na to. Hindi siya
Gerry.
jab eh, kaya
Makakapasok.
ang galing ng jab ni Gerry. One of the best jabs in the business. And in that division.
There goes Gerry using his
Well, I think
jab to
Mr.
the
Lee has more respect now for Gerry after that first knockdown.
Kanina kasi pumapasok siya. Gusto niya humampas pero hindi nakahanda ang kanyang guard, Chairman. Ngayon medyo may bakod na yung panga niya. Nagtayo na ng bakod yung Koreano. At kanina bukas na bukas yung pinto. Ngayon bumili na ng siradura dun sa hardware.
Very descriptive, Reka.
You see, it was a very wise strategy on the part of Gerry Penalosa.
Luring him into false confidence.
Yes,
Pero pumapasok yung Koreano. Gerry should watch out. Ayan.
Gerry getting a left to the midsection.
Gerry seems to be a very patient fighter, willing to take his time. He's not rushing into things.
There goes that left again.
Anyway, the Korean has a reputation of being stuck in all his entire career. Hindi pa nananakot. I followed his...
Must have a strong jaw, huh?
Now the Korean tries to pin Penalosa to the ropes, and Gerry Penalosa comes back with a combination to the head of the Korean.
Nakakatakot yung binibitawan ni Gerry niya.
A flurry of punches The Korean digs into the midsection of Gerry Penalosa. This is only round 2.
The Korean should watch out. Mukhang mumurahin masyado yung nabili niyang doormat. Wala, bumukas ka agad. Pagkatapos ng round na ito, kailangan he should buy another set of blocks.
The strategy of the Korean now is to go to the midsection of Gerry Penalosa, hoping to stop him from moving. A good right there by the Korean. And Gerry
Sound of danger.
Gerry lumabas sa corner.
Parang pusa. Napaka-mature ni Gerry, but he should not be overconfident. Yan ang maganda sa bata niya, napaka-tiyaga. Lamang na lamang siya, pero nasa kanya pa rin ang ingat, Chairman.
Yeah.
Galaw ng galaw. He has been using the ring very brilliantly. The crowd is all excited. So with the president, who came all the way from Manila to watch this encounter.
You're watching Battle of Mactan live from the Mactan Air Base in Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. A good left again by Gerry Penalosa, hitting the Korean challenger smack in the face.
And he seems to be asking for more.
Last 10 seconds of the second round, and Gerry comes in. A good combination.
Korean coming back. He came with the left, but means with it.
End of the second round. We'll be back after this. Let's see the slow-mo action in the second round, where Gerry connected with the combination to the face of the Korean.
Successive blows and the Korean still up. The crowd is agitated. They have something big coming, and they...
This is round 3 of a scheduled 12-round encounter for the WBC Super Flyweight Championship. Gerry Penalosa of the Philippines in yellow, defending his title for the first time before a hometown crowd against Seung Koo Lee of South Korea. There's been one knockdown in this fight, and this was scored by the champion, Gerry Penalosa, early, or rather, in the latter part of the first round.
Korean has started to throw those jabs, Manny.
You know, from where we sit, he looks still dazed, from the paneling.
Alam mo, yung nag-uumpisa yung para nag-aantay pa siya ng bell uli. Tingin siya dun sa referee.
Saka pa na yung pikit na ng mata.
Blinking. Alam mo, minsan yung suntok, ang effect niyan is long-lasting.
Lingering effect.
Seung Koo connected with the right. Gerry Penalosa backs off, waiting for the right time and the right opportunity to unleash the punch once again. Again, the good left. There goes that sneaking left.
Walang mabiling pansarado, pare. Walang mabiling pansarado ng bakot. Kaya kailangan lumaban na lang siya ng bayuhan dito. Kaso...
Seung Koo in white, Gerry Penalosa in yellow. You're watching the WBC Super Flyweight Championship straight from Mactan Air Base in Lapu-Lapu City, Mactan Island, Cebu, Philippines. This is Gerry Penalosa's first defense of the title, and this presentation is brought to you by Network Vira Asia in cooperation with Mr. Rex Wakisalud and Vintage Promotions. Of course, this would not have been possible, but it would have been for the support of a lot of people, mainly His Excellency the President, Fidel V. Ramos, Philip Elahuico of the Philippine Sports Commission, the Land Bank of the Philippines, San Miguel Corporation, and a lot of other supporters.
You know, Gerry's playing a waiting game. He's just waiting for the Korean to come in. That's why for some of you it might be a slow fight, but it's not.
It is not a slow fight. In fact, it is an intense fight. Fight of the brains, you know. Look at Penalosa connecting again.
Matibay ang panga. Kanina mukhang na-shock lang talaga.
Yeah.
Kasi he has a reputation of not being knocked out. Innocent, correct.
Well, I was telling Reka earlier, this could be another Espinosa Hironaka type of fight, where The opponent of the Filipino is still up on both feet, but he's receiving a terrible beating. No?
And the doctor and the referee had to come in. Anyway,
Good right there by Gerry Penalosa. The crowd estimated to be about 100,000 here at the Mactan Air Base Parade Grounds are in a frenzy. Is in a frenzy right now, following the brilliant performance of Gerry Penalosa early in this fight. There goes Gerry Penalosa again, connecting shortly before the end of round 3. We'll be back after this.
Those of you on the scaffold, get down. Let's get off the scaffold.
파세링 발라줘, 파세링. 파세링 좀. 아니, 여기 눈에다 인사명 좀 발라주니까. 파인. 그래. 어차피 그거는 안 나니까 너무 급하게 하지 말란 말이야. 그러면 손한테 그렇게 잘 나오면 안 나.
Slow-mo action in round 3. Gerry Penalosa connecting with the right and missing with the left. And unleashing a flurry of punches before the end of the round. Round 4.
pare ano yung sinasabi no? Naintindihan mo ba? At mukhang may problema sa crowd. Masyadong malaki ang crowd natin. Pinabababa yung isang grupo na umakyat dun sa isang stand.
Round 4 of a fight scheduled for 12. Gerry Penalosa of the Philippines, the WBC Super Flyweight Champion, defending his title for the first time against Seung Koo Lee of South Korea. There has been one knockdown in this fight, and this was scored by Gerry Penalosa in the first round. But this is a fight dominated by the champion since the very start.
For the first time in his career, Gerry is not getting any support, direct support from his father or his brother.
There's a new WBC ruling banning relatives from working in the corner
of either fighter. So working as a chip second is Robert Bubuli.
A good left again by Gerry Penalosa.
Gerry's beating the Korean to the punch. The Korean is not really throwing anything.
Kasi I think
You see, I'm afraid of that right being cocked by the Korean.
nakakatakot yan, biglang ihahampas yan.
And by the looks of it, Popoy, I think his right has a lot of power. Look at that.
Pero pare, maganda kasi ang pagkakataas ng kaliwa naman ni Gerry. Although siya sa southpaw, hindi niya ginagamit niya muna yung kanan. Nakahanda yun. Inuunahan niya. Kasi magkamali na ng ibaba ni Gerry yung kaliwa niya, ihahampas yung kanan. He has been very cautious and very wisely using that as a shield.
That jab of Gerry is
Devastating already.
hitting the mark.
The Korean trying to come in, but Gerry Penalosa once again beats him to the punch and wisely gets out of the entrapment set by the Korean.
Well, this is developing to a very interesting fight between a boxer and a slugger.
And of course, the slugger is Seung Koo.
Who else?
A good right by the Korean, connecting to the face of Gerry Penalosa.
But Gerry also connected with their right. Nagagalit na si Gerry, pero kaya lang medyo mag-ingat si Gerry dahil nakita ko sumusuwag yung Koreano. He should be cautious, he should be more, he should watch out for that headbutt.
Okay.
Gerry Penalosa wisely measuring the distance between him and the face of the Korean challenger.
Nag-aantay lang yung Koreano yung ibaba ni Gerry yung tuwang yun.
A good left there by Gerry Penalosa.
Gerry going for the kill now.
End of round 4. We'll be back after this.
못 불렀지? 맨날 잘 나가 더 쳐버리잖아. 하나 가지고는 안 돼. 이거 물.
Timing dia pun.
Which came to witness the championship fight between Gerry Penalosa and the challenger Seung Koo.
It seems to me that Gerry is very much ahead unless I'm seeing another fight.
This is round 5 scheduled for 12. WBC Super Flyweight Championship. Gerry Penalosa of the Philippines defending his title for the first time before a hometown crowd and impressing the local crowd by scoring a knockdown in the first round and dominating this fight.
This is a fast ring they're playing in, and Gerry has been using the surface very properly.
Yes,
moving
yes,
around. A very good ring generalship being executed by the champion. Whereas the Korean has been plodding, flat-footed style, and always getting hit. Not only with those but with those smashing left. Gerry setting in for another kill.
Gerry Penalosa backing off, waiting for the right chance, the right opportunity to once again unleash his flurry of punches. The Korean cocking his right, his most dangerous weapon actually.
Especially one-punch fighter.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's a one-punch boxer. That's right.
Tignan mo yung mga pinahigaan niya, marami-rami rin. Dahil 17 wins, 14 knockouts. Chairman, ang panalo niya dun sa 14 knockouts din, 10 of them inside 4 rounds. At least ngayon si Gerry nakalabas na ng 4 rounds.
All right, Gerry still
Using the ring very wisely.
playing the catch me if you can game. But he is obviously, and of course, nobody can dispute that. He is leading on points
Clearly ahead.
after 4 rounds, and this is the 5th round. Left missing the head of the Korean challenger. I'd like to greet some of our friends in the province of Cotabato, the people of Arakan, the Mayor Ebon, of course, the people of Antipas, Mayor Bantabungon, Mayor of President Rojas, my friend Mario Balaico, the people of President Rojas, Kidapawan, Blanco, of course, Tuluan, and all the neighboring towns. Matalam, of course.
Okay, papatingin ko na rin si Bobong Velez na nagpahirap sa atin dito ng pagkakataon sa channel natin. And our friends from the Philippine Daily Inquirer, Joey Nolasco, John Banderero, John Engracia, all our friends, and Rusty Ortico.
This is Battle of Mactan, and we're coming to you live from the parade grounds of the Mactan Air Base in Lapu-Lapu City, island of Mactan. And we're into the last 10 seconds of this round, the 5th round. Gerry Penalosa now. End of the round, and we'll be back after this.
Nyo kayo pakita lagi, klaro kayo mo. Naraw. Ako sa
Too much action in that round.
There's Luisito Espinosa, WBC. On your screen is Luisito Espinosa, WBC featherweight champion, who came all the way down from Manila to see this very historic sporting event.
Correction, all the way from Tokyo where he had his eyebrows repaired. Those were brand new eyebrows.
Really, and beside him is his wife, Marie Terry, and his manager, Joko Zimmer. We're into round 6 of this WBC Super Bantamweight or Super Flyweight Championship. Gerry Penalosa of the Philippines defending his crown for the first time against Seung Koo Lee of South Korea. As I have said earlier on, Gerry has dominated this fight, scoring a knockdown in the first round. And Seung Koo, he has always been on the attack, but he has always been beaten to the punch by Gerry Penalosa.
You're right there. we're almost approaching the midway point, and I would ask Chairman Wicker if he foresees this fight going the distance.
I don't think so, the way things are going.
Good right by Gerry Penalosa. Almost.
Let us rule the push. Let us rule the push.
No, that was a punch. Let's see this one.
Yeah, it was a punch, but the referee seems to have motioned the push.
That's all right.
Seung Koo almost falling out of the ring after catching a right by Gerry Penalosa on the jaw. But the referee, Lupe Garcia, scored it a push.
So far, Gerry has not attacked the body. He has basically headhunting, and this Korean has a reputation of being able to finish all his bouts.
The Korean missing.
Missing widely. Yeah.
But he has been throwing those big, strong rights. Gerry nagbabasa lang, tingnan mo, napakagandang.
You know, the Korean is not really jabbing. These are more like tentative action.
Look at that. Like a cat and mouse game, money. Gumaganda laban, German.
Yes.
You know,
Korean showing some footwork also.
the fighting style of the Korean is tailor-fit for Gerry Penalosa.
You're right.
Ito ni Gerry yung nababasa yung suntok.
I think Gerry, I heard the Reka, he's now throwing punches to the body of the Korean.
Yan, mukhang mahirap kunin sa mukha dahil ilang beses nang binato. Kanina, he fell more out of shock than out of power. No? Yeah.
Gerry Penalosa still backing off, using the strategy he has used since the very start of this fight. And there he goes again with the right. The Korean corner instructing Seung Koo to weave and bob to avoid the punches of Gerry Penalosa.
Napakagandang gumamit ni Gerry ng ring, Chairman.
Yes.
Biglang nawala. Pagkatama, biglang nawala.
A good right again by Gerry Penalosa. 10 seconds before the end of round 6. A good left again by Gerry Penalosa.
The Korean is in trouble again.
Round 6, and the Korean is so mad he could not hit Gerry Penalosa. He was literally gnashing.
He should be thankful he was saved by the bell. There's no business getting mad.
Bila kerawan po? Unom.
There's Gerry Penalosa in the corner.
And Dodi Penalosa is
7 round,
out there too.
7 round.
Not really.
Working in the corner is
John Bubuli. This other guy is the chip second. And there's manager Rex Batizabut doing his bit. Papa Kao is instructed by the WBC is down on the airport. Then just signaling his instructions.
Espérate. Ipakita yun.
Gerry's on mark. Well, that's a slow-mo action of the last round.
the Korean
There was a punch there, man.
off the ring, following a flurry of punches by Gerry Penalosa. This is round 7. We're into the second 6 rounds of this WBC Super Flyweight Championship. Gerry Penalosa of the Philippines in yellow, the challenger Seung Koo Lee of South Korea in white.
We're into the second half of the fight. Round 7. Gerry getting more intense.
Seung Koo still has to unleash a decent punch in this fight. Although the threat is there, he has not made any progress in connecting the vaunted powerful right that he has. And this is the same right that scored 14 knockouts
Out
in
of
his
17
career.
wins. Out of 17 wins, man. Tatlo lang hindi knockout sa panalo niya.
The Korean still coming in.
Talagang one punch nang inihanda. Chairman.
Kailan niya nakakak yung kanan at mawala ng opportunity for that right hand.
You know,
The way Gerry's moving.
Gerry is such a brilliant fighter that he makes Lee Seung Koo looks mediocre. But Lee Seung Koo is world class. The problem is he could not catch Gerry Penalosa because he's one of the fastest and quickest fighters in this division.
Right observation out there. Actually, Gerry, when he pulled Kawashima last February, was actually an underdog because Kawashima was making the 7th defense of his ground. He was building a solid legend up in Tokyo until he came across Gerry, or until Gerry came across him.
And so, Gerry, look at that.
Napaka-wise na.
Shows the experience. Shows the experience of the boy.
Ang ganda ng Japan.
Patient, prudent, and wise. That is the mark of the true champion.
Gerry is a
A
combination.
good uppercut there, missing.
Kombinasyon niya, Gerry.
No, he's using an uppercut. One of the few times I've seen the uppercut of Gerry in this fight.
Lee Seung Koo is bewildered at this point in time. He could not discover or invent a way to catch Gerry Penalosa. Perhaps the only way to do that is to tie a rope around the body and the arms of Gerry Penalosa.
They say Houdini. Hindi mo makuha.
A good combination again, connected by Gerry Penalosa, and the Korean backs off for the first time. An uppercut by Gerry Penalosa. The Korean tries to hold on to Gerry Penalosa. Gerry coming in. He knows that the Korean is hurt. The Korean backs off for the first time. Gerry Penalosa coming in.
The crowd is out.
And now the tempo of the fight
sensing a
has
kill.
changed. The Korean
Tibay talaga.
backs off.
He just looks stoically at Gerry.
Yes.
Parang ano eh,
Look at the Korean closing his eyes.
blinking.
Walk back after this.
왜 오른손이 안 나오냐? 오른손만 나오면 너무 무조건 이겨, 엄마.
For 6 rounds, Gerry Penalosa waited, and in the 7th round, he suddenly launched his attack that bewildered and hurt the Korean. Look at this. Motion in slow in the 7th round. Gerry Penalosa coming in for the first time in this fight.
When you look at slow-mo, you saw the knees of the Korean buckle with that punch, and during the break, they kept on feverishly rubbing his legs and knees, no?
Gerry Penalosa now into round 8 of his first title defense. WBC Super Flyweight title on the line. Lee Seung Koo of South Korea has been an object of battering by Gerry Penalosa since the very start of this round.
Round 8 na tayo, pero si Gerry, presko para nag-uumpisa pa lang.
That's on mark.
Gerry Penalosa for 6 rounds. He backed off and waited for the right time. And suddenly, in round 7, he came out of the defensive stance and launched an all-out attack against Lee Seung Koo of South Korea. Now he's doing it again, peppering the Korean's face with jabs and straights. And Gerry comes in. This is round 8.
This is target shooting, man. This is not boxing.
It is.
Target shooting. Parang nasa target range na lang siya.
The Korean again coming in. Gerry Penalosa wisely backing off.
Well, you got to give it to Mr. Lee. He has really the fighting spirit and the courage not to wage this kind of fight.
Alam mo nung makalaban ni Lee si Kawashima, hiniga niya.
Yes, Hiroshi Kawashima was knocked down by Lee Seung Koo in their title fight.
So he has credentials also.
Yes.
Meron. Oh, look at that head. Gerry must be careful. Medyo pumapasok.
Good. Left again by Gerry Penalosa.
He came back
Across the knees of the Korean.
Nakatawa pa eh. Gerry really showing class.
Well, this is battle of knockdown. Gerry Penalosa of the Philippines defending his WBC Super Flyweight title for the first time. And the challenger is Lee Seung Koo of South Korea. He's the fighter in white, in case you've just opened up your TV sets.
And Gerry making all his hometown fans happy and proud.
There's been one knockdown in this fight, and this was scored by Gerry Penalosa in the first round.
I'll have to go back to Reka's earlier comment. I think Gerry ought to go to the body at this point. Really get it.
Now Gerry pummels the Korean to the head with combinations. Oh, good right there by the Korean. Gerry Penalosa, but Penalosa comes back.
Oh,
Oh, both fighters. Yes, the ding of the crowd.
it happened also during the Espinosa Medina fight, remember?
The noise of the ecstatic Cebuano crowd makes the two fighters believe that the round is already ended.
They should give use a different sound probably.
We're back after this.
순간 몸 풀렸지 이제 완전 풀렸지 이제 인마 마장동이야 마장동 마 골고기야 밀어 배치고 위치고 배치고 위치고 막 쳐줘
We're almost into round 9, and in between rounds, I heard the Korean cornerman of Lee Seung Koo almost pleading and begging that he should throw punches.
And he did throw one that caught Gerry before that signal for 10 seconds.
Lee Seung Koo again coming in.
He's coming in now.
I think
Coming in.
he is determined to launch an attack at this point, hoping to knock out Gerry Penalosa, because that's the only way he can win this fight. A good left again by Gerry Penalosa. A good left again. My God. How can Lee Seung Koo take this punishment?
Will Gerry go to the back?
A good combination, and he goes down to the canvas for the second time in this fight. I think it's all over. This is the ninth round, and it's all over. It's all over. Gerry Penalosa retains his title by a stunning ninth round knockout before some 100,000 jubilant Cebuanos and visitors who came to see the Battle of
A
Macau.
terrific ending to a historic evening out here in Macau. Battle of wits and guts.
The president
won by the Cebuano. And there it goes.
and the crowd shouts, Gerry, Gerry, Gerry.
What a night of boxing. What a night of good sportsmanship.
So the president goes home, goes back to Manila in preparation for his trip to Europe, a hot event once again. Once again, it has been proven that the Filipino can do it. And this is what the president has been saying all along. The president can do it.
The president can do it. The Filipino can do it.
The president can do it.
Gerry
The
just
Filipino
did it.
can do it. And Gerry just did it. I don't know if the president is getting on top of the ring. There's referee Lupe Garcia raising the hands of Gerry Penalosa.
Makapauwi na si Presidente, pero normally kinukongratulate niya ang mga boxer.
Here's the slow action of the stunning knockout scored by Gerry Penalosa. As the Korean was coming in, he threw an uppercut and a left to the face
Yung kaliwang
of
yun,
the
pare.
challenger.
Kasama yung buong katawan eh. Alam mo pare, nag-umpisa kasi sa knockout yung mga preliminaries, tuloy-tuloy. Lahat, chairman, lahat ng laban hindi natapos dahil magaganda lahat.
Yes.
Magandang weather, napakagandang lugar. A very warm, hospitable people.
Yes.
Mayor Wiggle,
Lapu-Lapu City.
yes, and everybody out here.
Super Flyweight Champion of the World, Gerry
Ted Lerner, the ring announcer, doing a great job out there.
Gerry Penalosa.
Gerry Penalosa is finally up inside.